IATA and in aviation industry. So how significant IATA is. So the speaker for today will be me myself, Faiz Aizat bin Abdul Manan. I'm the Chief Executive of Aviation Management College. And on my left here is the Chairman and Founder of Aviation Management College, Captain Abdul Manan Mansoor. So he'll be sharing his thoughts to you shortly. So if you have any further questions, kindly comment below. Okay, or if you wish to give us more input, feedback, or any suggestion, you can email us at admission@aviation.edu.my for further details. But if you wish to seek more inquiries, faster inquiries, simply text us so that we can attend to your inquiries. We're happy to see here we have some audience, okay, live here. This is the first time we did target. Cik Sanusi, Cik Suhaimi, okay, and wife. Terima kasih Cik Suhaimi kerana sudi datang ke webinar kita. So without further ado, let me pass the ball to the chairman, Captain Abdul Manan Mansoor.
Thank you, Faiz. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, everybody. This is me again. Now, I just got back from Asia 3 days ago, giving the training. So a bit exhausted this morning. But nevertheless, what I can tell you is that from my last 3 days experience with Asia, or DTR to be exact, the needs for IATA recognition is ever growing. Yeah. There's a lot of documents that was required for the operators to comply, includes the documents from IATA. Now, those days when I first started this aviation experience, we only referred to ICAO, yeah, and then later on when EASA was formed up, yeah, we referred to EASA, and before that it was CAA. So either ICAO, CAA, and EASA. But now as the industry progresses, more and more documents on IATA is required, insisted by the authorities. So what I can tell you is that the prominent role played by IATA and the recognition given by the authorities to IATA, is significant. So I believe if you were to take the program with the label of IATA coming with the qualification, you will gain to have double branding. One is the local branding from us, the other one is the branding from the international bodies. So AMC is delighted to advise you that we have been recognized and appointed ATC by IATA. Yeah, so you can get your study here online. You don't have to come here at all. Online, and when you pass the papers, we will give you the certificate as well as IATA will give you the certificate. So hang on, listen to this seminar. You'll never regret it. Okay, thank you, Faiz.
All right, thank you, Captain Abdul Manan. So now comes to the waiting task, okay, on IATA. So let me take the thunder now. Okay, 1 minute. All right, there you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to share with you is the details of IATA, okay, where it is presented by IATA representative Madam Joanne and Ms. Farah from Kuala Lumpur branch. Right, this was presented to us on the 6th of May 2020, so I need to credit them for it. Thank you, Madam Joanne, as well as Ms. Farah, for allowing us to have these slides. Now, IATA, as you know, is an international body. So what is the main structure of my presentation for today is what is IATA, okay, what is the significant amount of IATA, significant contribution of IATA, and most importantly, what is the program that we can concentrate on IATA per se. Okay, so all right, IATA in brief. Now, IATA is an acronym for International Air Transport Association. Okay, it is a global trade association for the world airlines. Now, can you imagine an association which is that powerful, mainly not just to focus on safety, security, but it has been around for quite a while, and it is highly regards of one of the main backbone of aviation. So some 300 passengers and cargo members, airline representing 82% of global air traffic. So the players and the members under IATA itself is quite astonishing. Okay, and to add more, 65 members of the airlines is operating different business model compared to full service carrier. So SFC, LCC, low cost carrier, we got the FBO services also involved. We got a charter aircraft also involved. Any private jet, all decks are all looking IATA, highly regards on them. It is founded in Havana, Cuba back in April 1945. So it's approximately 75 years now. Okay, the head office is Montreal, Canada. We have been communicated with Mr. Gurjit in Montreal closely, and imagine a different time frame. The executive office is located in Geneva, Switzerland, while the regional office, the main regional office is located in Madrid, Singapore, Beijing, Amman, and Miami. Okay, now in Singapore, we have worked closely with Claudima. He has been helping us a lot on this, and it is focused to ensure that the training and knowledge transfer is being given effectively. Now, next slide. Okay, now IATA, Asia Pacific region. Okay, concentrating on Asia Pacific region, you can see the one bolded in blue. We get 37 countries, 14 offices, 211 employees, and 8 time zone. Folks, in Kuala Lumpur branch, we have only 2 members. Can you imagine? As a big associate as it is, we have 2 members, Madam Joanne and Miss Farah. Okay, they are here assisting us 24/7. Their office is located all the way in Jalan Kerinci, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, and they are monitoring tremendously on all the IATA performance in Malaysia. Right. Now these are the Asia Pacific members. Okay, you can see all the top airlines are there. Most of the full service carrier are there. As what the chairman mentioned just now, IATA was an optional back then, but as the time goes on, it is somehow mandatory. In fact, when we use for passenger basic, the code, IATA code for any airport, okay, it is normally used among passengers, okay, to identify an airport. For example, if KLIA for IATA code, we call it KUL, KUL. Okay, for operators, they call it WMKK. But for us, the standard, the one who is available in your air ticket, we normally use IATA code because they are having coding in ticketing as well. That's how strong IATA is. For Kota Kinabalu, the IATA code is BKI, while the IKO code is WBKK. So in terms of IATA, they are concentrating towards passenger and airline connection, whereas IKO is more concentrated on operation basis. Okay, how airlines can operate without its fraternities. All right, now looking at IATA, this is where their so-called landmark achievement is. Okay, they are in the pursuit of the following. Okay, they are in the midst of compromising with various treaty as well as agreement. Okay, one of the key success factor that they have highlighted is airport slots, where the arrangement and management of airport slots is being conceived by IATA itself. Okay, the taxation, okay, how the calculations and financial being collected is all being advocated by IATA. Consumer protections, yes, they are the one who looks in the importance of consumer. That's why the Montreal Convention 1999 treaty is evolved. The Montreal Protocol 2014 is evolved. For information, Montreal Protocol 2014 is more on airlines protection, whereas Montreal Convention 1999 is more on passenger protection. How can you obtain benefits compensation from luggage loss, flight delays, and so on? So all of these are all, the ideas are all were brought to the table by IATA, right? Okay, so apart from that, apart from making policies, apart from designing treaty and agreement, they are also an audit body for safety program. So it's not just focused on policies making, they are also adopting procedures to ensure that all airlines are adapt to the standards of IATA. And I was told by our students who was working with Malaysian Airlines before, to obtain IATA accreditation is very difficult. So the audit process is being conducted on a thorough basis, no compromise. So not just safety, they are focusing on aviation security as well. So they have industrial outreach where they are focused on how to get to ensure that industry are there. I think you guys know that aviation is badly hit by COVID-19. Needless to say, not don't focus on aviation itself. Other industries are affected as well. Okay, as a member of PKIBM, Persatuan Kebangsaan IPTS Bumi Putra Malaysia, everyone is now screaming like nobody business because the economy is down. Okay, but the most affected one obviously is aviation and the tourism industry. Where else the domestic tourism industry is now slowly to climb, but nevertheless, aviation is badly impacted. And IATA play a major role to ensure that the economy of aviation should be running accordingly. Okay, I was given the opportunity to visit KLIA last weekend. There's a sale there, to be honest. Those of you who want to catch sales there, there is many sales on free duty. So you can go there if you want to, a bit of advertisement. But when I went there, it was silent. You can literally hear the pin dropping. It's how sad it is to see aviation industry to suffer that kind. But we will recover. Okay, those of you who are thinking of worrying of having this crisis on aviation, we will definitely recover because as simple as people need to travel. Okay, goods needs to travel. For all the product that you have purchased on Shopee and Lazada, they need to travel through air as well. The effective of delivery is as fast as possible. If you order today, okay, and we want it to get tomorrow, okay, the only way to do that is by air travel. So the cargo traveling is there. Post Malaysia recorded one of the highest profits declared on the last quarter. Okay, and you can see that uh, as much as aviation is badly affected, we are still okay on cargo, and the demand will still continue. Okay, it is foreseen that end of the year, the Russian has came up with their vaccines, the Japanese have came up with the vaccines. One, the vaccine is ready. One, the border has opened to the public. Okay, aviation will be back to where it's end pre-COVID. All right, so cost efficiency. Now, IATA is concentrating on cost efficiency as well. They have designed so many automations instead of ticketing, instead of aviation's airport slots and so on, mainly to ensure that the operations of airlines, okay, and the interaction between airline and the passenger are at the best possible way. And policy and innovation, they are there. Okay, IATA is all about innovation policies. Okay, with having expertise across the globe, they are looking into continuous improvement. Okay, now other industries, yes, IATA, they are looking into schedule filing. Okay, this is where the slots there. Can you imagine you travel here to Japan, which is 1 hour difference, with the prayers are different. Our Maghrib there is at 5 p.m. At some point. Okay, so with the sun different, everything different, we need to ensure that the scheduling is there. American is 24 hours different than Malaysia. So all this scheduling need to be set by expertise by IATA. They also organize fair filing. This is to ensure that international travel agent can make sure that both what do you call it currency are being well organized. Right now, you can see here, IATA also have several publications. So they're not just in policy making, they're not just in standard making, they're not just in training, they also do publication. Okay, when they do their own research, key publication is there, and this key publication is one of the important figures in decision making in aviation world. So it is known that IATA is not just an association which looks into profit making solely, but they are also in terms of continuous improvement and research. Okay, now let's look at aviation industry. As I mentioned just now, yes, we are badly hurt. AMC itself is also hurt. Let's just say our number of intake has dropped significantly. Um, my son is studying in international school. We can see that his best friends are leaving the place because the economy is bad. So it's not just aviation industry per se; it's every industry. But because aviation industry is an oligopolistic industry, where oligopolistic is named as it depends on other industry. Okay, no passenger want to travel aircraft or travel through an airline because of for the sake of traveling. They want to travel because tourism. They want to travel because of manufacturing. So because other industry are affected, aviation as the intermediaries, as the oligopolistic industry, automatically is even worsened by this. Okay, but we shall recover. Okay, finger crossed. I will share you a video on IATA later this. We shall recover. That is the promise. And we can't stop people from traveling, and we can't stop people from doing business. All right. Now let me share you a video on this. Okay. Okay, give me 1 minute. There you go. Okay. Okay, this is IATA. They presented to us as well. Okay. All right. So, hold on for a while. All right. Okay. All right. So that's shared by IATA. Okay, it is recognized that flying is the that's where IATA can come into the picture. All right. All right. So the aviation industry in Malaysia. Okay. Now, what we are looking at is all pre COVID, sadly to say. So all this is uh, all this okay is the information. So the aviation industry is there. Now, if you can see the aviation industry, many of the questions from our customer is that where should I work? Okay, especially the Malaysian students for us. So my job is just limited to Asia and Malaysian airline. Okay, that's where you must know that aviation industry encompassing the wide scope, not just airline per se. So in this figure, you can see there's a cargo there, there's a fuel supply management efficiency, there is engineering and maintenance MRO, Malaysian love engineering. Okay, there is environment, climate change, and even noise. There's aircraft manufacturer. We got a huge Airbus factory all the way here. We got air navigation and traffic management. And this is where the governments are looking in under Capt. Okay, we have travel and tourism. Each airline has their own tour travel and tourism agent. Okay, Asia have their own. Okay, they are promoting hotels and other services. Okay, and our civil aviation authorities Malaysia Capt. We have catering, in-flight and supply services, another big chunk of business. Okay, millions of business because people travel, they like to eat inside the cabin. Okay, we got airport planning and management, one of the key success factor in this diploma itself. Right, this is where the IATA diploma, which is IATA diploma in airport operation foundation diploma, is concentrating. So the future of the students undertaking IATA diploma or our own diploma, diploma flight operation management, is concentrating on. Okay, we have passenger facilitation experience. Normally, airline they subcontract this to other parties, or they have their other subsidiaries to focus on this. Now, it's very important. To deal with cargo is simple because cargo cannot talk, but to deal with passenger where they are smart enough and know their rights is very difficult. So some of these employers are being paid quite high to make sure that the customer are properly entertained and all the problems are faced effectively. There are safety and security. Under here, a high level of license is required. There is ground operation and handlings. Another one, mostly guys, look at this. If you are the kind of person who can stand hot sun and everything, you are there. Flight operations. Okay, we have our diploma flight operation here. This is where you plan your flight plan to make sure that the flight is safely arrived at the destination. There is airline business and commercial activities. This is where airline ancillary revenue comes in. Okay, airline is not just selling tickets, but some of them selling hats, some of them selling t-shirts, some of them selling toys, aeroplane, and many more. And lastly, there's regulations, policies, and procedures. Okay, if it's other airline, they have internal SOP bodies, but mostly it is governed by civil aviation authorities of Malaysia. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at aviation industry, it's not just cabin crew and pilot. Okay, there is more than 550,000 jobs available. Okay, I will show you. And this information are all given by IATA. It's not something that AMC designed itself. Okay, now here is the information that I like to share. Now, can you imagine this date? Again, it's all pre-COVID. I really like to reinstate that we will reach there. Okay, once the COVID is off. Okay, back in 2018, aviation was at its prime, where it is offering 450,000 jobs in Malaysia itself. Now, this data can be obtained in that link below. Okay, where revenue out of from 10.3 billion US dollars is being generated, and it is part of 3.5% GDP. Okay, as I mentioned before, aviation is an intermediaries industry. Okay, it operates because other industries are operating, and because of that, okay, the job demand is very high. Nevertheless, right now, COVID-19, okay, it is badly affected. Okay, we are facing a major stumbling block right now, but soon, once the nightmare is over, okay, just wait until the government declare it is safe, until the vaccine is out, until the sky is open, okay, for the passenger. You can see a major bottleneck occurred because people like to travel. Just like when our Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin declared that you are open to travel locally, okay, Langkawi hotels are overbooked within hours, okay, it will be the same. So we just need to pray, okay, and hope for the best that this COVID-19 is down on the ground, the vaccine is kick off, okay, and slowly yet steadily you can see the statistics is getting better. Let's hope that it will put this down, and let's hope that we can travel again. Right now, IATA training. Now, the main source of this webinar is all about IATA training. So, apart from policy making, apart from SOP designing, apart from safety and security, okay, IATA, one of the big chunk on IATA is providing training. So, when it comes to training, they are the number one in aviation industry worldwide. Can you imagine having certification from IATA, who is focusing on treaty, okay, conventions and agreement, okay, having that certification and having its players across the globe? Your certification on IATA is not just recognized domestically, but it also recognized regionally and it is recognized internationally. So IATA is one of the main bodies in training, and normally if any academic institution associate with IATA, they are highly regards of certification lah. Okay, now this is on IATA training. They have 100,000 industrial professionals trained every year. Okay, this is where the current expertise, the one who's working in the airport, the one who's working with airlines, they want to get added value. Some of them enter aviation industry using other forms of academic background. Some are engineering, some are even doctor, medical, some having accounts. Despite that, they have enrolled, been interviewed, and they are qualified with their attitude and everything. They're qualified to play in a big major part of aviation. The knowledge of aviation is not there. So IATA play a major role to ensure that these non-aviation academic people are academically knowledge oriented. So they have 350 classroom courses worldwide. Okay, they have 40 plus IATA diplomas, and this diploma is offered in Aviation Management College. Okay, they have 270 authorized training centers throughout the globe, and in Malaysia, we are one of them. They have 12 IATA programs. They have 20 IATA training centers. Now they even work with major players like Harvard. Okay, they have one program called Harvard Management Program, where our cabin crew can obtain a diploma created by Harvard. Can you imagine how strong they are? So IATA in training is needless to say, they are very strong indeed. Okay, and we are proud to say that as of the year 2020, okay, we have obtained the authorized training center. If you just simply Google up IATA ATC, ATC stands for Authorized Training Center. Okay, we are one of the 10 training center in Malaysia itself. Okay, and under the Aviation College approved by Ministry of Education, we are the only aviation college in Malaysia who is fully approved as an authorized training center of IATA. Okay, and our information is there. Now, if you look at the course offered down there, okay, we are offering aviation security awareness, an IATA program, airport operation fundamentals, passenger ground services. For passenger ground services, we are the only one in Malaysia to offer this program, and airport ramp services. What is ramp? Ramp is whatever that they do between the parking area, apron, and the aircraft. So all these four programs, if you undertake this four program, you can obtain a diploma from IATA. Okay, so all the certificate that you shall undertake, okay, will all be awarded in IATA. You can see an IATA logo there. Okay, and last but not least is a very famous program, which is airline cabin crew training. This airline cabin crew training is associated with our diploma in cabin crew and airline services. So students from diploma in cabin crew and airline services can obtain this certification if you want to. Right, so you can Google this up. It's all available in the internet. Okay, now the key point of our point for today. Now, as I brief to you how powerful IATA is, as I mentioned to you how significant IATA towards aviation globe. Okay, this is the program which is approved by IATA that shall be conducted here. We have a cabin crew program, number one, but we want to KIV that first. Okay, these are the program that is being offered by IATA. It is called Airport Operation Foundation Diploma. Don't be confused with foundation. It's not the foundation that you study. This is because we have Airport Operation Foundation Diploma and we have Airport Operation Advanced Diploma. Okay, but for those of you who don't have any knowledge, those of you who are SPM leavers, where you want to have a flexibility in your education, it is best for you to take this program because it teaches you on the basic fundamentals of airport operation. So we understand that COVID hit us very bad. Some of us are afraid to travel. Some of us are impacted badly financially, where you cannot cope with the financial demand of diploma nowadays, even MQA diploma. So this diploma program is designed so that you can stay at home, okay, where you can save costs, okay, you can stay at your parents' house, okay. Then all you need to do is to have an internet speed of just 10 Mbps. With that, you can simply log on to our websites and go through this program online. Okay, there's just one assessment. So the flexibility of this program is very, very suit up to this COVID-19 situation. So the program, the four programs is there. You need to take only 4 modules. Okay, all these 4 modules to complete and to obtain the Airport Operation Foundation Diploma Program. Okay, now this is accredited by IATA, international body. Okay, so if you have undertaken the first module, which is the Airport Operation Fundamentals, okay, and at that point you think that, okay, I had enough. Okay, I don't think I can pursue no longer. I don't think I want to continue to the next 3. End of the day, you will obtain a cert from IATA that you have undertaken this module. And with this Airport Operation Fundamental Certificate, the least you can do, you have an international certificate by IATA. Now, unlike the conventional diploma under MQA or Ministry of Education, you need to complete all modules. If you fail one module, automatically you get nothing in return. Okay, but for IATA, it is much flexible. If you complete one module and you think that, okay, I think with this module, I want to stop now. I want to continue my airport RAM services later on until I'm financially and emotionally and physically ready. You can do that if you want to. So the minimum period for this program is just 4 months. Okay, you can take all these 4 programs one shot. Okay, all at once. You study 4 subjects all at once. In a conventional diploma way, some of you study 5, 6 subjects for 1 semester. This one, you can study all 4 at once, where you can complete all your diploma as fast as 4 months. That is, let me rest assured, it's pretty demanding. Okay, or you can complete it one at a time. Okay, you take your airport operation fundamental first modules, complete it within 4 months. Okay, after that you want to rest, you want to take your time, it's up to you. That's why this program is very, very flexible. Okay, there's no much procedures. There is procedures, but not as strict as our conventional diploma. So after that, okay, I'm ready. I've got the money to pay for my next module. Then you pay for airport RAM services. Undertake that for another 4 months. Okay, then you feel that you're ready. During your undertaking of airport RAM services, you think you are equipped enough. You want to take passenger ground services after halfway through RAM services. By all means, you can do that. Okay, and then you feel that, okay, I think instead of taking 1, I want to take 2. So you want to take both aviation safety awareness along with passenger ground services on the midway of your airport RAM services. It is doable. So the choice of you undertaking when and what modules is up to you. So that's the flexibility that IATA is introducing. We don't want you to put you in a cage and follow procedures. We want you to learn, okay, in a flexible manner, in a comfortable manner, and upon your readiness in place. So these are the 4 modules that you should be undertaking. Okay, if you can Google up, the code for diploma is DIPL-98. Okay, so end of the day, once you complete all modules, okay, you can obtain all these 4 certificates from IATA, and you can obtain a diploma from IATA. Can you imagine your diploma on IATA, how strong, accredited it is? Okay, you're not the opportunity for you to work not just in Malaysia, but anywhere else in the globe. Having said that, I got an IATA diploma. That is very, very credible, right? So now, how this work? It is organized fully online. If you're interested, what you need to do is register online. Okay, you need to undertake. It's up to you. Okay, you can undertake all 4 modules at once, or you can take 1 modules at a time. Only 4 in total. The duration for you to complete all 4 modules is 2 years. Can you imagine 4 modules, 2 years, you divide by 4 is equivalent to 5. Uh, uh, 5, 2 years divided by 4 is close to 0.5. 0.5 years, approximately 5 to 6 months. 6 months, you need to complete one module. Okay, the assessment is just MCQ, multiple choice question. Some out of these 4 modules, one is open book, okay, where it is a 45 minutes duration. 3 of them is closed book. So when you take your exam at your place or at your location, you need to turn on your camera so that we can remote invigilate you accordingly. Okay, so when you take that exam, it's just 100 questions and the passing mark is 60%. Okay, once you obtain 60%, you can obtain a cert in IATA. It's as simple as that. So you go through a system, you shall go through the system online. You can go as fast as you want. If you do it 8 hours a day, you can complete it within weeks. Okay, but if you wish you want to go through 1 hour a day, okay, you can do approximately 4 months. Okay, but if you do 8 hours a day, by 2 weeks you can complete the whole modules. And if you think you are strong enough to face the exam, we'll give you a trial exam for you to take. And if you pass, you can go for your final exam. And when you pass your final exam, that's it. Okay, no more assignment writing, no more anything. All you need to do is to learn, understand, and answer. Okay. Now the fees for this program is just ringgit Malaysia, 6,000 ringgit, 6,500 ringgit. Okay, this money will be subsidized by EMC because a huge chunk of it shall be provided to IATA. What we want the students to do is to those of you who have a diploma but not in aviation, you can take this program. Okay, that 6,000 ringgit investment is something like you having a second diploma. Okay, for those working adults, you will work in aviation. Okay, you might not have an aviation background, even though you have a master, but you want to increase your credibility, you can just take this program. Okay, this program is very flexible, and you can take classes at night. Okay, at 10 o'clock in a night time, or simply 12 midnight. Whenever you're ready, you can go 1 hour a day, you can go 3 hours a day. There's no limitation. But at the end of the day, all you need to do is to pass the MCQ exam. All right, so this is an alternative to our current diploma. Some would say, Faiz, you have a convention diploma. You have IATA diploma as well. Don't you think it will contradict? Don't you think it will affect the diploma badly? Okay, so this diploma is designed for flexibility. Anyone can take it. 17 years old and above can undertake the program. But okay, if we have a financial issue during this COVID, and where we receive most feedback from our students, right? They are willing to travel here. They are willing to do online. They prefer to do online. If financial is the main aspect, the main consideration, or if you don't wish to travel, you wish to stay at your hometown. Okay, especially international students out there. Okay, traveling is very difficult. If you travel here, despite you having EMGS VAL, okay, you still need to be quarantined 14 days. That quarantine need to be bear by yourself, unfortunately. So traveling is difficult, even though you are officially approved to do so. Then you can take this program. Okay, this program is very, very flexible and it is suited to meet the current COVID-19 pandemic situation. All right, so that's all about it, about the program. Okay, to sum up, okay, IATA is a very strong body. Okay, it is a very strong body. In fact, MQA and Mohe mentioned that if you have IATA, then MQA will tone down a bit because it is intense recognition. Trust me, to get this approval from IATA, it took us close to 8 months. It's not easy. When we submit the approval, it was not direct approved and accredited. The question is, they interviewed us. I had this conversation with Kodima for nearly 45 minutes, what I want to do. Okay, and the lectures are properly vet through. Okay, all the instructors are there are properly vet through. And once we get it on I think April 2020, we are definitely a happy institution, and that's why we want to share this to all the students. We have the accreditation now. Now, if you want to, you can go through. You can enroll in www.aviation.edu.my/idle. We call it IDLE. IDLE stands for IATA Diploma Online Program. Okay, in that IDLE, you can see all the information that you required. And once you have enrolled, just our consultant, marketing consultant, shall contact you and describe with you. Let me rest assured that this is one of the opportunity to gain knowledge. So to those of you who are interested, just give me a call. Okay, just contact us accordingly. So, is there any questions? Okay, is there any questions? Let me check now. Okay, I can see one question. Okay, let me read through. Okay, how much the fees? Okay, the fees for international student is 2,500 US dollar. Okay, for an IATA diploma is there. That 2,500 US dollar encompassing everything. Okay, it is one shot. There's no hidden charges where um, where you need to go. There is assessment fees. There's nothing. Once you pay the 2,500, automatically you shall be given number one ebook. Okay, that we consider ebook. There is an option for hard copy, but it's more expensive. Okay, it's about 50 US dollar more expensive. So you shall be getting an ebook, it shall be emailed to you, and you shall be given an access. That access of online is where we shall monitor your progress. Okay, if that module is scheduled for 30 man hour, you need to go through 30 man hour for the whole modules. Say, let's say you have go through 1 hour of the modules, class, online class, and everything. Okay, there might be quizzes and anything in between. And then you just go through. Once you have completed that 30 hours time frame, you have completed the class, and we believe that once you have completed the 30 hours, you are ready to take the exam. Okay, so all in that is all under one package of 2,500 US dollar for international. Okay, and for local 6,500 ringgit. Now that is if you consider taking the whole diploma. If you wish not to take that diploma and you wish to take per module only, okay, you can take one module at the cost of 2,000 ringgit. Okay, let's say I don't think I'm ready to take the diploma. I just want to take one module, airport operations management. I just want to start from there. So you just pay 2,000 ringgit. You go through that module. Once you complete that module, you shall be receiving a cert from IATA. Okay, and then you have a rest. 6 months later, you decide, okay, I'm ready to take the second module. Pay another 2,000 ringgit. Takes the next module, run services. Okay, and then you wish to take a rest, then you wish to proceed further, it's like that. So per module is 2,000 ringgit, but if you want to pay one shot for the whole lot diploma is 6,500 ringgit. For a diploma, internationally recognized at a cost of 6,500 ringgit or USD 2,500 is a well bargain price indeed. Okay, to try and search across the market to get this international recognized diploma is very difficult. Okay, is there any question? Pas ni dan jom pergi setia jap. Okay, that one setia tu kita lagi lah. Okay, any more question from the floor? Okay, I can see that what is this? Kenapa Perak kena belasah 70 JDT semalam? Okey, hati I say. Perak kena 70, minta maaf sama Perak Tak ada kena-mengena sebab hati ada ni. Okay, some more question? Selain pada bola kena belasah, selain setia. Okay, studying, folks. You can study here if you want to. There's an option for you to study here, but because we look at this as international market, we prefer you to stay at your home. Okay, stay at your home, you save costs. Your food expenses can be reduced significantly. Okay, your hostel can be reduced. You need to travel. Your air ticket and traveling expenses can be reduced. Okay, you can use the internet at your convenience of your house. No need to have a separate broadband or whatsoever. Okay, all these are all cost saving diploma undertaking to ensure that you can simply get the very best out of this pandemic situation. Okay, will any tutoring and mentoring, lecturing, or anyone? Is it 100% DIY studies? Okay, that this it's not considered DIY studies. It's considered DIY studies. We have a system where you need to go through for all these modules. There's video where you need to play back and see the lecture guiding. Okay, and then there is assessment. Okay, until and when we see that your assessment is at par. Okay, for you to take the IATA exam, we shall contact you physically, like here. We shall contact you digitally and mention that, okay, at your trial exam, your quizzes is not up to the standard. We don't think you're ready to take the exam. If you take the exam, if you insist to take the exam, it's your choice because you pay for it. But during that studying, and you take all the quizzes and trial exam, okay, we see that you might not pass the exam, we shall meet you in person. Okay, when we shall meet you in person, we shall advise you. You need more practice. Okay, we shall give you exercises, and you need to do it. And once you reach that level, okay, let's say 70% of the total exam, you are there. Once you feel that you are okay in doing all the quizzes and trial exam, you are ready to take the exam, then you are independent on your own. But to those who fail to achieve, your quizzes you fail, your trial you fail, then we shall contact you digitally and mention to you that, son, you need to back up, okay, you need to do exercises, and we shall assist you in giving exercises. That's what we shall be doing. If you're not ready to take the exam, we won't waste your money and advise you to take the exam. This is like you're entering a war without proper preparation. Once you enter a war, you need to fit and make sure all the guns are properly polished and ready for the war. So if you think that you're not ready for the war, we'll advise you accordingly. Okay, so even though there is a 100% DIY, okay, even though there's 100% DIY, automatically there is form of guidance we provided, and the system shall advise us. Okay, student A have these marks. Student A is not ready, then we should contact you on digital basis. Okay, will the assessment be in multiple choice or essay writing? How long do we need to wait until the result is out? Are the exam schedule date fixed? How often is conducted? Okay, now the assessment will be 100% multiple choice question. So it will be A, B, C, D. Okay, and you can answer it there and then. Okay, the duration is just 60 minutes for you to answer 100 questions. Okay, it is closed book. 3 of that modules is closed book. 1 of that module is open book. But that open book consists of 75 questions, and the duration also is being lowered at 45 minutes. So all those questions, there's no essay. If you know your stuff, if you learn, if you go through our modules, the one that we designed for you, if you read the e-books, definitely you can do it. Okay, how long do we need to wait until the result is out? The result is out within 7 days. This is our monitoring lah. Once you have taken the result will be published to us. Then we shall inform you. We shall do our own coordination. Then we can give you instantly. And when that's ready, by 1 month time, your cert will be ready. Okay. Now, are the exam dates fixed? Yes, the exam, for example, this quarter, every quarter there's a 3 times. Okay, 1 quarter there is 4 months, 3 months, 3 times 4 is 12. So every month, excuse me, there is an exam. But let's say if we have a high numbers, okay, suddenly we have 10 students are all queued to take the exam, we can organize the exam if we have the numbers. If we don't have the numbers, maybe one or two of you registered, then we need to comply with the exam set by IATA. IATA is conducting the exam 1 month once. So if you miss that exam deadline, you need to wait for another month for you to do so. So technically, there's no, you don't have to wait that long. Okay, let's say if you want to wait and then you want to continue on a second module, we can do so. Okay, so it is once a month basis, every quarter 3 times. Okay, and if we want to organize, because we are ATC, we are the authorized training center. If we want to organize a special request to do it, we can do so with the crowd. Okay, what will happen if we fail one module? We need to repeat it? Oh, this is a very good question. Folks, the passing mark is 60%. Okay, I think that's quite acceptable. Where Capt, the passing mark is 75%. FAA, the passing mark is quite high as well. Now here, the passing mark is 60%. So you need to get 60 correct questions. If you fail, excuse me, you can repeat it. Okay, however, IATA is only allowing you to repeat 2 times. Okay, only 2 times. If you fail more than twice, unfortunately, your chances to get that cert, not the whole diploma, in fact, your diploma as well, that cert, okay, is tarnished. Automatically, you won't be getting your diploma. Okay, but if you pass the other 3 cert, then you still have the chance to obtain all the 3 certs. Okay. Next question. What is the advantage towards working adult in this IATA taking? Okay, so what is the advantage of working adult, folks? Especially Malaysian Airlines and Malindo Air, because they are IATA officiate. Okay, they are the partners of IATA. Okay, MAB, Malaysian Academy, sorry, Malaysian Airlines Academy is an IATA personnel as well. So those of you who are working with Malaysian Airlines and Malindo, needless to say, IATA is very strong because you are a member as well. Okay, but the issue is some IATA programs are very expensive. Cost you around $1,000 to $2,000 per session, per course. Okay, our cost for this module is just $500 US. Okay, with our guidance. Okay, so if for working adults, if you have this certification, automatically it can assist you in terms of promotion, in terms of know-how. Your credibility will be increased. Okay, your chances of getting promoted or develop yourself as a better employee will be there. Okay, and definitely as employer, looking at you having IATA qualification, will be there. Okay, some of you want to be a trainer yourself. Okay, some of you want to become a future trainer. You have expertise in the aviation field, then you want to become a trainer yourself, but that is being stopped by you not having a proper qualification. Get this IATA program approved. Once you get this IATA program approved, you can become an IATA trainer anywhere. Okay, and IATA, if you have this IATA background, automatically you can train and then you can increase your credibility. Okay, passing mark for the exam. What if I fail? Now, passing mark is 60%. Okay, 60 for all the modules. If the module is 100 question, you need to achieve 60, minimum 60. If one of the modules, aviation safety, okay, that module is the only open book, okay, 45 minutes and 75 questions. Okay, that is 25 questions less than the other 3 modules. Okay, for that modules, 75 questions, 45 minutes, you need to get 45 out of 75 to pass. For the other 3 modules, apart from aviation safety, you need to get 60 out of 100 to pass. Okay, so if you've gotten that, automatically you shall pass. If unfortunately you get 50 out of 60 for the 3 modules over 100, then automatically you need to repeat and you allow to repeat only one time. So that's why our online system, where we design it, okay, a Malaysian hand design it, shall vet through. We shall see whether you're ready or not. If we think that you are not ready by taking the exam, by taking our pre-exam and trial exam, we won't advise you to take the IATA exam. Okay, so you shall go through the process, okay, and then you can make sure that you are equipped and you can go for it. Okay, question: after the first exam failed, a student scheduled for second attempt, right? Does it mean to wait a cooling period or retake exam? Good question. Okay, some association required a time off. Okay, a time off where you are barred from retaking the exam for another 6 months, 1 month. Okay, but for IATA, no. Okay, but on our, there's no restriction on IATA, but on our side, if there is necessary in terms of coordination, academic coordination, if you fail the first module, on our side, we will say you won't be taking the exam the next day. Definitely not. Okay, we will give you a special counseling session. This is on our side, it's not on IATA. We give you special counseling. We hope for you to take the exam back, our trial exam back. And once you take the trial exam, the target for you to pass for the trial exam is maybe higher, okay, because you failed the first test. And then within 2 weeks, you can take the exam. So there's no waiting period, because we know that time is very essence, is very important. So you can take, technically you can take, but under us as the ATC, we won't allow you to take as early as tomorrow. There should be a minimum 2 week. Okay, you need to settle down emotionally. You need to settle down financially. Okay, there is a penalty involved. You need to pay the amount. Okay, and that's where you need to be prepared lah. But most importantly, we will support you if you fail. We shall continuously support you. We shall continuously give you the a lot amount of exam, tests. That's where we shall guide you accordingly. Okay, don't think that once you have taken the exam, once you have paid, we just brush your hand, go through online. We shall ensure that all our students has passed, because once you have passed, despite you being graduated as IATA, you are part of the ANC family as well, and we want that to be a proud moment having part of ANC alumni. All right. Okay, any more questions? Okay. Kenapa tudung hati asing ni? Okay, I think that's about it. I think I've talked for 1 hour now. Okay, it's been recorded. If you miss this one, you can view in our YouTube. Okay, with that, I would like to thank everyone involved. Okay, Sir Firdaus, Sir Hafiz, Puan Hazlin, Sir Fakir, Madam Odi. Madam Odi dah dengan syarat-syarat pun online juga. Thank you for supporting everyone, and to marketing members, Atia and Raihan, dia tak kerja hari ni, dia kerja juga. Okay, thank you for supporting. This is just a sharing technique, sharing. We are not forcing anyone to enroll. The choice is yours. But if you want us to guide you to your career path in aviation, if you think that you're fit enough to be a man, okay, to be a man in aviation, that can handle aviation, by all means, this is the floor, okay, and the choice is yours. So with that, wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Happy landings everyone. Take care. Selamat Hari Malaysia 16 September 2020 and bye bye.